select all of them. Plot a path through the ionic interference. Path goes through too much interference, it won't work. Okay, just have to calibrate the signal gain to get the highest possible output. That wasn't enough power. Need to look for the place where the waveforms are farthest apart. Even at this range, the interference is too much. The system is suggesting better transport coordinates. D, it's the shuttle. You're sitting right in the thick of it. I'm sending you specific coordinates for a clear signal path.
Waypoint's been added to the navigational computer. There, Commander. Give or take 50 meters.
Almost there. Melville to away team. Energize.
I have the first group of Illydians in the pattern buffer. Redirecting and transmitting to the Resolute now.
This is Resolute. We have the Illydians safely aboard.
We did it! I was so worried this wouldn't work. We got this.
Don't celebrate yet, Lieutenant. We've got a lot of people left to save.
Right. Sorry.
This is Commander Rydek. We're holding steady. Signal is good. Keep them coming.
Admiral, you're next.
I've made it clear. I only
only leave after those in my charge.
Sir, I must insist you go so you can lead our people. I will see to any stragglers.
Yes, that may be for the best. But first, let me thank our human saviors. I'll pin medals on your uniforms when this is over. For all your brave work.
You're very welcome, Admiral.
Does Starfleet let you wear another fleet's medal?
We will find out.
We're ready for transport.
Get the Admiral to safety.
Energize. Sending available power to the annular confinement beam. I have the Illidians in the pattern buffer, but I cannot resolve their signal to send them through to the Resolute, nor can I materialize them here.
We need a better position with the Resolute.
Losing their patterns. I need more power, but internal relays are not functioning.
I'll do it manually.
I am trying. I will lose the transport if I do not have more time. The signal is resolving.
Please!
Finish the transport!
I have them. Transport complete. She is injured. Lieutenant Bedrosian has been injured, but the last transport was successful.
Oh, thanks, B.
Unfortunately, our shuttle systems were damaged by the power surge. We can no longer serve as the transporter node.
Carter, these readings are off the charts. The source of the storm is on this ship. That must have been the power surge when it came on board.
Right. That's a con energy source. They call it the Cartabula. It's here.
Is that?
Intruders are preparing to bring the Zeldi to war.
And we're about to be stuck on it.
There is an old Illidian saying about leaping off the hot skillet and falling to the flame below.
Yeah, we got that one too.
We don't know where this ship is going, but we are not lost. We can still do something. We can still fight. We'll stop them from getting the Cartabula wherever they're taking it.
I like this plan, and I shall fight with you.
That's all well and good, but if we're not getting off this ship, we're really backed into a corner here.
We can't get off this ship.
But maybe I could target somewhere on the ship.
We are reading the warp engines powering up.
Yeah, we picked up on that.
We do not have a way to evacuate you from the Zeldi. The shuttlecraft is too heavily damaged.
That's all right, Commander. We have a plan of our own. We're gonna stay on this ship.
That is very bold of you, Mr. Diaz. Live long and prosper.
I hear voices down the corridor.
We'll be here soon.
I'll guard the door. You just get us out of here, Diaz.
Hey, Stretch. Help us with this map. Find somewhere as remote as you can.
They're almost here.
There. The aft cargo bay.
That is acceptable.
Sounds good to me.
Whatever you're doing, do it now!
We're locked in. Board to transport.
Come on, Val!
Val!
It's too late for him. Carter!
3 to transport. Energize.
Zeldi does not appear to have left any warp signature at all. I cannot track its trajectory. Our duty often calls for sacrifice. She knows it, and our people on the Zeldi know it.
Contact the Resolute, Mr. Chovak. Have them bring us back. And tell them we'll need medical waiting for Lieutenant Bedrosian.
Yes, Commander.
Through your efforts, we were able to save almost 100 Illydians from certain death. As for Lieutenant Bedrosian, well, Val will do her best, but the prognosis isn't very encouraging.
Even with the possible risk to Bedrosian, I felt the needs of many outweighed the needs of one.
They do. But when that comes at such a high cost, well, it's just hard on all of us.
Commander Rydek, I heard what you did. The sacrifice you made for our sake. You saved not only my life, but the lives of my crew. An incredibly heroic deed. All of Elydia is in your debt. We cannot thank you enough.
Just doing our duty, Admiral. I'm sure you understand. If you'll excuse us.
Of course.
How are we getting our away team back?
Ambassador Spock and the rest of the senior staff are waiting for us in the briefing room to discuss just that. I wanted a chance for you and I to speak first, given the circumstances. While protocol might suggest we alert Starfleet about our situation, missing crew, the data breach, possible threat from the Hatari or Khan, I think we're better off keeping this to ourselves, under our control. You know what's at stake for me here, and what is at stake for you, too. I can't afford another mission gone wrong, and I'm really counting on your support. I don't want to raise a false alarm just yet. I have every confidence we can wrap this up before it gets any worse than it already is.
I'll follow your lead. We can keep this under wraps for now.
Always nice to know you have my back. One of the primary reasons I brought you on board. I made the right decision.
You should know you can always count on me, no matter what.
I appreciate that.
We're ready in the briefing room, Captain.
On our way. Is there any update on our efforts to trace the Zeldy's warp signature?
Unfortunately, no. Somehow they were able to mask the signature and block our ability to track their trajectory.
I'm also concerned about what went with them. A Taconian energy source.
Sidron referred to it as the Cartabula.
Yes, I've been analyzing your tricorder scans. This Cartabula is more powerful than any energy source on record. It disabled our ability to warp and likely created the ion storm.
We have to find that ship.
It could be anywhere by now.
Literally anywhere.
I have faith in our away team. They won't give up easily, and if they can somehow manage to stay alive, then maybe they could get word to us about their location.
That'd be a hell of a lucky break.
Right now, we need all the luck we can get. The Takan also compromised our systems when Petty Officer Maris stole data from our computer core.
We're assessing what was lost as we speak. It's just too soon to say exactly what they had access to.
Starfleet needs to know about this.
We're not contacting Starfleet until we fully understand the situation. There are too many unknowns.
They stole our data. That's reason enough to warn Starfleet.
But the captain does have a point. It might be better to wait until we know more.
I would have to agree with the captain. There's no point causing undue panic based purely on speculation.
We need to know more before we go off half-cocked sounding the alarm. I want to speak with the Hatari and get to the bottom of this before we get Starfleet involved.
I expect we'll meet resistance. The Hotari think we violated our neutrality by entering their minds. Assuming the negotiations are off, we no longer have an official role here.
We still have a responsibility to the Hotari and the Elydians.
The Takan are a threat to both their civilizations.
No. They're a threat to us all. The device Commander Rydek found in the Taconian vault is an advanced delivery mechanism for a complex biogenetic transformation process.
Meaning what, exactly?
Not only are they bioforming innocent hosts, transforming them into Takan, they're taking the DNA and engrammatic data of a specific Taconian and displacing that of its host. It's a hostile takeover on a cellular level, bringing individual Takan back to life, one by one.
And what happens to the host?
It's hard to say exactly. Some of their memories remain intact, but the implanted Taconian identity appears to have full control. In time, all that remains of the host may be lost entirely.
It's an invasion. One victim at a time.
Precisely. Petty Officer Maris called herself a scion of the Flame, but the computer had no information about it.
She also shot the hell out of my ship as she escaped and nearly killed a few of our crew. So we know this about those scions. They're dangerous.
The Takan have crossed a line. That much is certain. However, meeting with the Hotari could offer insight into their true intentions. Under the pretense of an apology for betraying their trust and trespassing on their territory.
Given the options, this might be our best chance to find out more about what they have planned.
I couldn't agree more.
With the Cartabula gone, I can confirm we have regained warp capability, and the use of our transporters.
Excellent. Commander Ermot, see if we can arrange a meeting on Hotari as soon as possible. As Ambassador Spock suggested, under the pretense of an apology.
Aye, Captain.
Nice work, everyone.
You're long overdue for a Diridium infusion.
Looks like I am.
I'll give you two a moment, but she needs her rest.
I understand.
Commander Rydek? Is that you? I thought I heard your voice.
How are you feeling?
Better, I guess. But my head's still ringing. Before you say anything, I just want you to know I don't blame you for what happened. I heard that last transport made it through. That was our mission, to save lives. So, I'm glad it was a success. And Dr. Duval tells me she can get me my sight back. Eventually. I just hope this isn't the end of my career. Can't be much of a tactical officer if you can't see what's coming. But this is all I've ever wanted to do.
I just hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Causing you harm was the last thing I would have wanted.
Like I said, it's not your fault. I wouldn't have done it any differently myself.
All right, you two. Lieutenant Bedrosian needs her rest, and you have an infusion waiting for you.
I will check in on you soon. I promise.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Aside from almost running out of Diridium, you're in good health.
Nice to get some positive news for a change.
You I don't worry about. The captain, however...
Go on.
You see it, don't you? He's desperate. Withholding intel from Starfleet just to save his reputation. That's not normal behavior for a captain. And you encouraged him. You've spent enough time with him now. Seen enough of how he runs this ship. If there's something wrong, as the ship's doctor, I need to know. Don't sugarcoat it. You know I wouldn't.
He's perfectly fine. The captain is doing everything he can to ensure our success. I know you don't agree with his methods, but you can't deny his heart is in the right place.
Well, if that's what you believe, just know the rest of us have to live with your decisions. Make sure you remember that.
Jara.
Monitor your Diridium levels. I'll be right back.
How's your wound?
Like it was never there. I feel lucky you were there with me. Without you, I'd be, well... Thank you for saving my life. Even with the wonders of your technology, it wouldn't have mattered if you'd left me for dead.
I should be thanking you. You took that disruptor shot for me. Without you, I might be the one in sickbay, or worse.
Well, I couldn't just let you die. Not after all you did to help.
I won't forget it.
We saw the truth down in those mines. What Sidron and Galvin really are. Who they've become. The lengths they're willing to go to. What they did to that Lydian. It's hard to accept that everything I thought I knew, so much was a lie. The horror of that underneath our feet the entire time.
What we learned down there will help us win this fight. Truth is power, and we'll use that to stop Galvin and Sidron.
If you're right, then it was worth it. I truly hope you're right.
Commander Rydick, you're needed on the bridge at once.
What is it?
The Hotari have agreed to meet.